So let's quickly create a JavaScript game without any game engine, just pure JavaScript and HTML. So how do we do a car obstacle avoider game using only JavaScript and CSS inside an HTML? So the first thing is very clear. We are going to create the canvas first. So as you can see, I have given the title, and I have a style here, game container, which has a size of 400 pixel, and 400 pixel, it's a square basically. And I have given a border. Let's suppose I give a red border here, and inside body I have created a div with an id game container, which will be my canvas. So let's see the uh, output for current code. So this is the canvas we have created for now, and uh, now it's time to add a car here so that we can uh, create the player. As you can see, I have written a CSS here for the car, which has a width of 500, which is for now a square. I'm not going to use any asset. It will be plain HTML only. So let's give it a blue. And now it's time to create the player. For creating the player, as you can see, I have written a car DOM element, and this is a div, and I have assigned it an ID. Inside a script tag, obviously, and I'm appending my car inside the container. Okay, inside the container, I have given the car initial of 180 in x-axis and 360 in y-axis, and I am finally assigning the top and left value. For top it's y, and for left it's x. So the car should look like this. But it's not doing anything, right? I am clicking, but it's not doing anything at all. So I have to provide some event listener so that on my keyboard press the car moves. So let's do it. As you can see, I have written a code here which is actually listening to an event of key down. That means whenever I press my keys of any of my keyboard, it listens to the event. First event I'm listening is arrow left and arrow right, and I have given as you can see, if I press arrow left, then what should it do? It should first check if it's crossing the boundary in the left side, and it will prevent from getting incremented. And also for the right, it is checking for boundary, and it's increasing in case it's not crossing the boundary. Let's understand it visually by looking at our game. As you can see, our game is now responding. Whenever it is crossing the boundary, it's getting stuck at left. Whenever it's crossing the boundary, it's getting stuck at right. But both left and right arrow key is working fine, and my car is moving from left to right, right to left. So this is how we created a control for our car. It's time to create an obstacle for our car. Okay, so let's paste the code here. I'm not taking too much time. I have already created the game, so I am showing you the code only. So the obstacle has a style of 50 pixels, same as the car, and it's red for now. We can assign any color. For say, we can also assign it pink. It's pink here, and we have assigned a style here. Let's create the obstacle now. As you can see here, I have created the obstacle. I am randomly assigning an initial value from 0 to 400, and because the boundary is 400 pixel, so the obstacle has uh, a random x-axis between 0 and 400, and the y-axis is 0 for now because it will come from top to bottom. Okay, so I am assigning a variable called obstacle speed. It will work when we will write the code for the obstacle, when it will drop from top to bottom. Now the thing is, I have to create the obstacle element, so the obstacle element will be created as a div, and as you can see, I am assigning a class name so that it matches the style. Now the style, as these are just variables, I have to apply the variables in DOM. So I'm applying the variables in DOM element and appending the element to my game container, which I have created earlier here. Okay, so both my player and obstacle should actually mount to my game. You can see I have an obstacle here which is mounted but not moving, right? We have to move it. We have to move it so that it drops from top to bottom. So we have to move it. So we need to apply the code for the movement. Let's say I have created a set interval which is taking the obstacle speed and incrementing with y, because when I am dropping from top to bottom, the y is actually getting incremented. I will show you the visual example, but see, whenever the y is crossing 400, it will again start from the beginning with a random x-axis, just like we have provided an initial x-axis. This will again reset, the y will again reset, and it will assign it, and it will happen periodically every 20 millisecond time lapse. So let's see what is happening in our visual game. As you can see, the y-axis is incrementing so that it's dropping. The y-axis is incrementing, it's dropping, but it will not cause any collision because I didn't write any collision code for now. But whenever the y value is crossing 400 pixel, it is getting resetting. It can come from any direction because the x-axis is random, so it can come from any x direction. X means this, left to right, and y means top to bottom. Now we just need a collision code. As you can see, we have created another set interval where we are checking both car and obstacles x-axis and y-axis and checking if they are colliding or not. And if the collision happens, the game is over. Now if I check my game, I can avoid the obstacle, but if I collide, the game is over.